Hey everyone, I'd like to talk to you guys a little bit about my experience with MCAT by James. So my name is Nicolas and I've taken my MCAT twice. The first time preparing for my MCAT, I was kind of lost. I was taking advice from posts that I saw online and I decided to register for a Princeton review course in which I paid over $2,000 for. That course really did not suit my needs. They were basically just giving me the content from the textbooks along with some classes that covered the minimum amount of the content needed to score well in the MCAT. So halfway through the course, I decided to abandon the course and self-study. I had a very good science background, so I ended up scoring very well in the science sections, but felt unprepared for the psychology, sociology section, as well as the car section. I ended up scoring very, very high on the science sections and absolutely did horrible on the car section. So when I was preparing to read a second time, I was doing some research online and I saw some very good testimonials on MCAT by James. I decided to contact him and told him my issues with cars, especially being from a French background and doing a lot of my schooling in French, being from Montreal, Quebec. He was more than happy to help me and said that we can get through this together and that he can help me with my cars preparation. So from the first day that I took my course with James, he completely broke down cars for me in a way that Princeton Review or anybody online couldn't break it down. His method was completely novel to any method I've seen, and it actually made me understand the central point and thesis of the passage. That's something I wasn't doing, and I was very crunched on time the first time I wrote the MCAT for cars, but by finishing my course with James, I found myself having 2-3 minutes left at the end of my cars practice passages, and I was actually shocked. I didn't know that I could improve cars so much, especially that everybody was saying that you cannot improve cars by yourself. You cannot do anything for cars. It's just an innate ability. But he actually changed my mentality on that and changed everybody's mentality on that. As my first ever practice test on cars, I scored a 121, and my last one before my second attempt, I ended up scoring a 130, and I was absolutely shocked. So now I'm just waiting back for my MCAT scores, and hopefully they reflect my last practice test. So that's for cars. For if you want to improve cars, I 100% recommend MCAT by James. He will teach you ways to analyze passages that you can't do on your own, and he's a very good instructor and breaks things down in simple terms that everyone can do well in this section if you take the course with MCAT by James. So for the science sections, I already had a very strong science background. I was always strong scientifically. However, he even helped me gain further insight on how to break down passages in the science passages. We would sit down together. He would break down even the most difficult passages that are beyond the scope of the MCAT, which better prepared me when it came to test day. So that being said, my last practice test, after all the help with James, I scored a 523, which I never even thought was possible for me. So I 100% recommend this course for anybody who wants to improve their past MCAT score or is writing it for the first time. You should not waste your time with other companies. If you want an awesome one-on-one tutor, 100% recommend James. Thank you.